welcome to Modules 5 and 6. Episode 1, we'll be starting with a map. Episode 2, we'll be talking about our YBR and where it takes you. Thank you so much, and welcome to Modules 5 and 6, the map and YBR. Module 5, Episode 1, get started with a map. So when you start with a map, when I say the word map, what do I mean? I mean MAP. MAP is an acronym that stands for Marketing Action Plan. All a map is, in simple terms, is an inventory of your relationships. So stop for a moment and think, where do most people find most of life's opportunities? Well, it's in their relationships. Yet few people are intentional with managing these relationships for strategic outcomes. So Marketing Action Plan, or MAP, is once again what you use to manage your relationships. So where do you start? When you start with your map, you start with simply 25 names on a spreadsheet. These are people you already know, groups you belong to, and you add people you don't know but want to know. You might be focusing on hiring managers, employees at companies you want to get to know, people who are doing what you want to do, leaders who are thought leaders in industries. You might want to focus on Chamber of Commerce contacts. But what you want to do is generally build a spreadsheet of contacts. And this, for example, is a map that's in the workbook. You can get it online at our Economy of One website, or you can just build your own spreadsheet. It's a simple spreadsheet. And what you're doing is adding to this list of people. The first name, the last name is on this spreadsheet, their email address, as well as their phone number if you can get it, their company, and comments. This is a way you start building what we call your map. And you start with 25 relationships on a simple spreadsheet. You don't overwhelm yourself, you keep it simple, okay? Then as you grow your map and as you expand your map, you're going to examine your address books, your email contacts, and social networks and other significant other networks. Your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your husband, your wife, they may have people also that you want to follow up on. And all of these people get added to this spreadsheet. And you are adding all types of companies with titles within their company that you might be interested in. Again, people who work in companies that you're interested in. You might be looking at potential sources of referrals or association contacts, for example, if you're looking at freelancing gigs. This is how you would use your map. You would use it to find opportunity, no matter whether you're acting like an agent and promoting yourself, or an entrepreneur and you're looking for customers or contacts that can give you insight on specific market opportunity. The point is, all of your contacts and people and relationships are in one place, and you're tracking those people. On your map, it includes people like your banner waivers. These might be people who are bankers, attorneys, or accountants. Those people are very famous for being able to open the door and give referrals. And you also might be thinking like an entrepreneur and using your map to identify customers that might want to buy your skills or your product directly. And you might be using your map to track influencers within your industry. These are all ways in which you might be using your map. So get started. And how do you do this? Well, you start with the general question, I need to just start approaching people. And these are people you've listed and identified on your map. Will people help you? We will tell you, after having worked with many, many, many people over many, many, many years, yes, they will help you. You do not have to lose sleep about that question at night. And what if you're shy? Well, if you're painfully shy, I recommend that you also be painfully charming with people. Just tell them, I'm so glad to meet you, and I would like a few minutes of your time to talk to you about what you do and who recruited you into this position. I'm trying to learn more about your industry. If you're shy, people appreciate the fact that it can be difficult to reach out to other people. And you can just say, hey, I'm shy, but I'm really trying to get over it. And the more transparent you are with other people, the more typically forgiving they are, and they try to be gracious. So as you get started, you need to be targeting between 3 to 5 people to connect with a week. And we call these whites, or white blank slates. When you think about whites, these are people who you suspect can help you, but you haven't proved it yet. So these are 3 to 5 people you're targeting per week who are targets on your map that you're reaching out to help position your value and ask for introductions or opportunities within their networks, and you're getting to know them, you're actively nurturing a relationship with them, and you're expanding your outreach using your map as a tool to guide your process. Does it work? Yes. 75% of people work for small to mid-sized companies that you've never heard of. So you use your map to uncover relationships that address the 80% of jobs that are not posted. You need to be focused on your map. You need to be methodically going through and asking the question, who do I know, who do I want to know, and where am I in developing that relationship? So let's say you take your first swipe at your map and you get it organized. Then I want you to do an additional thing. I want you to do one more additional layer. What do I want you to do? Well, I want you to add a 1 through 5 ranking beside each name. So what do these numbers mean? 1, you don't really know them. They're on your map, but you don't know them. A 2, you know them, but they've never helped you. Okay, there's a lot of people like that on Facebook, right? A 3, you know them and they've helped you on occasion. Okay. A 4, they're a trusted advocate. A 5, they're a trusted advocate and they're actively sending you referrals and making introductions. These are your banner waivers. So what I want you to do is go through your map or your spreadsheet of contacts, and I want you to put that 1 through 5 ranking beside every name, and it will tell you a lot about the work that you have to do moving forward. So looking at a 30, 60, 90-day plan. In the first 30 days, I really want you to focus on farming core relationships. So stop and think about farming for a minute. Farming is where you plant seeds and you nurture relationships that are existing. Farming is a term we use in sales to talk about core customers. These are people you know. So within the first 30 days, on your map, you're targeting people you know. If you think about the ranking system of 1 to 5 that I just shared with you, you're really focused on people you know, which are your 4s and your 5s. And you want to reach out to those people, thank them, say hello, update them on your situation, visit with them, find out ways in which you can add value to their life and start nurturing the relationship with them. Maybe you need to restart relationships with people that you just haven't been in contact with in a while. Either way, and anyway, you need to be targeting people that are your 4s and 5s that you'll be farming within the first 30 days. Within the 60 to 90 days, you need to be focused on your 3s, your 2s, and your 1s. These are people that you're really expanding a relationship with and you're nurturing to try to take it to the next level. You want to begin with people you know well, you want to gain confidence, and then you want to expand the process. So think about it this way. When you're targeting your 4s and 5s, you're in the shallow end of the swimming pool. You're kind of paddling around, talking to your friends, having cocktails, updating people, sharing, what's been going on with your family and how you're doing and what you're looking for, perhaps maybe talking to them about the business you're thinking about starting. And you're asking for help. You're asking them to help position your value and to open the doors for you. After 30 to 60 days, you're going to be really wanting to focus on people you don't know that well, and you're going to want to activate the process of building proactively a relationship with those folks. So begin with people you know well, gain confidence, and then expand your process. In your notes section on the map, always include the next step in the relationship and a due date. So if I looked at your map, I should be able to tell exactly what your next step is, and any 4th grader should be able to look at this and say, this is what you're going to do next to enhance the relationship or move it forward. and this is when the date is due for you to get that done. When I can tell people are in trouble is when they've got aging dates and unclear notes on their map. Now, you may not be someone who likes to take clear notes. I totally get that, but your future depends on it. So I really would ask that you be very clear and specific with what you're going to do and what the plan is moving forward to develop the relationship on the map. So really work your map. Ask yourself, when will my top 25 be completed and when will it be ranked? Every week, I'd like you to start focusing on 5 people that you can contact to start the relationship and nurturing process. So think about who you know, think about who you want to know, and start getting very strategic in how you use your map to document your progress. You want to measure your progress as you move forward, because without measurement, it's hard to get better. Up next is the YBR. I look forward to sharing that with you.